All right, 8:22. Let's get out to Cory, who's always doing something fun.
Yeah, and he says 3D printing, right, buddy?
Oh, I like. Oh, safety goggle day. Good for you.
Yeah, safety goggle Wednesday. You know, we do it every Wednesday or so. Plus, today comes with Eric Miller. We're at PADT, where all the look over here. This is the zoo where they keep everybody else who, these are all of Eric's fans. He has quite a crowd of people that follow him around. But Eric, we love what you're up to. 3D printing is your world.
Right.
And did you imagine, I don't know, 15 years ago even, that this would be something that people could really sink their teeth into?
We've been doing it for about 30 years. And
is that right? This technology is that old?
But it was just engineering companies like us doing it. And what's been so cool over the last 10 or so years is how huge it's gotten. Yeah. And so like some good examples are like Adidas is now using these machines you see right here from Carbon to go ahead and 3D print shoes for people that have kind of this squishy sole on it. So they can custom make it.
All of this web.
All that stuff is 3D printed. Yeah. And
Give that a smash there.
Yeah.
So the
see how it squishes in.
It's amazing.
So they can make it all custom for the person that's wearing it. Or like if you get a car manufacturers are starting to make custom parts for your car. So this is for a Mini, and you can put whatever logo you want in there, and they'll 3D print it for you, ship it to you, and you use a tool they 3D printed to install it in your car.
Wow.
So the customization stuff we're seeing is incredible because you can build pretty much anything you want, anytime you want.
Well, can we take a look at these machines and give us an idea of what's happening here?
All 3D printers work is we take a part in the computer and we slice it into little slices, and then we build it up one layer at a time. So these are really cool because they pull up the part continuously, so they're really fast compared to other 3D printers. And they just basically turn this liquid that you see in there that's green into a solid. And they use light to do that. And it just pulls it up and builds it one little layer at a time. And when it's done, we take it out, clean it, and ship it. And we can make hundreds if not thousands of parts on this.
So who's your typical customer?
So my typical customers is everything from an aerospace company to a medical device company. So anybody that needs a part made fast, especially if they need custom parts.
Gotcha.
So this is the vat right
What is
here.
this goo?
This goo is actually a photopolymer, to be technical, and it's a liquid that turns to a solid when it sees light. And that's kind of how it works, is there's a projector underneath, and it projects a shape, and that shape turns into a solid, and then it pulls it up a little bit and does another one.
I'm always fascinated. How can this machine know what is the interior structures of objects? So how is that accomplished?
We take some time to build it on the computer, so we define all that stuff on the computer using the same kind of software maybe you might design a video game on, but the same software we design airplanes on, right?
Yeah. So what's the medical application, by the way?
The medical application is visualization. So we can take a CAT scan and convert it into a solid model, and then print it out so the doctor can visualize it before he goes in there and operates. Like children's.
I see you've got a bachelor pad application here as well.
This is a little bit more artistic. That's actually an award for the Arizona Science SciTech Festival.
Oh, gotcha. I interrupted you, but on the medical side.
So it helps doctors visualize. They also use it to make tools so they can, like, if they're going to drill a hole in your hip, they can drill it straight. So
gotcha.
Lots of cool stuff like that.
Boy.
It's all custom. Medical's great because everybody's different, so every part needs to be unique, so it's perfect for 3D printing.
Love that. Well, next time we get together, we've got more to see. It's a cool company, PADT. No one can pronounce it, but everybody loves it.
Yeah, that's really interesting stuff.
Sneakers? That is so cool.
I like those shoes.
Yeah, Cory, thanks.
Yeah.
That was really neat.
See, we have some highbrow stuff here.
Yeah, we do. Not just stuff for bachelor pads.
Yeah. We're not just like taking you to a cupcake shop.
No way.
Yeah. So the thing about 3D printing is you have it in your mind, you get it in your computer, and then the 3D printer can make almost anything.
Yeah, even Steve Kraft, right?
Even Steve Kraft
Cory.
action figures. Hey, Cory.
I know. They can do everything. And look, it also comes this world with spokesmodels. This is Austin. This is Garrett over here. Both grew up in the Valley. They're interning here. This is not the internship that I would have remembered from my school days. What are you working on right now? It's pretty exciting. Tell people about it.
Well, to be honest, I'm working on a little bit of everything. But right now, both Garrett and I, we actually work on running the machines, working on quality standards, right? So we can actually make sure the parts coming out of these machines actually can go into an airspace part or actually go on an airplane to fit. So we're in charge of making sure all the machines are running and making sure everything's calibrated and up to spec.
there's a NASA tie-in, I understand. What's going on?
So I just was awarded a NASA space grant through ASU. Austin here has his printed parts and ideas on the International Space Station. So we're both pretty close working with NASA in that regard.
I had to write home to my mom and say, could you recharge my meal ticket? It's ridiculous. Well, Eric, we're standing in front of the Fortis 450 MC. Everybody knows that Stratasys makes a great product.
Yes, yes, yes.
Tell us about it.
So this is one of our manufacturing centers that we just make really strong parts really fast on. And it's an incredible machine for us engineers because we can make a big blob like that, which to us is really, really important. It's going to put some medical stuff on the inside. I can't tell you much more about that.
Yeah.
But we can make it really fast.
Well, speaking of what you do for your customers, this is sort of a sample here. It doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't do anything, but it shows off some of the capabilities. Let's look over here. We've got a couple over on the table, and hold this up to the camera and show people what you're trying to show your customers.
So what we like to do is we have all these different machines, like 12 different machines, so we print the same part, and we can see how it squishes, we can see how well it makes a sphere, we can see how well it does these letters.
Because
so all these
any one of these features might be very important for a customer. Well, we're running out of time, and I'm so sorry that we are, but yeah.
We talked about it earlier. One of the cool things we can do, like I was saying, is we can go straight from a CAT scan into a full model. This is a 3D printed head with all the details on the inside of his teeth and his eyes, and we can even take the eyeball out. Very, very powerful for doctors to visualize in the real world what they're doing.
And this heart that you printed, it's from a CAT scan. It's someone's actual heart.
Of a human heart. And what it also allows you to do is to see on the inside. So you can actually hold it in your hand. The doctor can pre-plan the surgery. They use it at Phoenix Children's Hospital for the neonatal hearts that are really, really small, and they've got maybe a small tear right here. So he can actually see it, discover it, figure out how he's going to fix it before he has to cut open the child.
It is unlimited. I love what you guys are doing. PADT, is that your website as well?
PADTinc.com.
Very good. And again, it's not all work, you guys. As you mentioned, the Steve Kraft action figure is just, it's going crazy. I mean, it's got bendable arms. Can you see him moving?
He has good hair too.
Yeah.
Like very.
Oh, his hair's fantastic. Now this is the college version. Of course, it comes in many styles. This is Steve when he was at Brown.
Yeah.
A little crazier.
Yeah. We don't hire a lot of slouches.
Absolutely.
Here at Fox 10. You got to be high. That's high. You can see the
Button-down
intelligence
collar.
in his
Oh,
eyes.
Sort of
beautiful green eyes.
Yeah, perpetually startled is sort of the way we describe the look. That's the look into the future.
Love it.
Anyway,
Thanks,
PADTinc.com. Check it out. Smart people doing smart things.
So, and I
Thanks,
say it all
Cory.
the time. It's just thank goodness that super brilliant, smart people go into these types of sciences, and they create so many things that move us forward. I mean, can you imagine making a model of your exact heart?
Yeah.
So somebody else made the machine that's able to scan the heart, and
And
then
able
they
to,
make the
and able
machine-
to open it up and see what's inside. And
Right.
wow, it's incredible.